Sick of streaming hell let loose and forgetting to cover your map? Do you want to add a map overlay to your stream that's not linked to a hotkey? Today, I'll be showing you guys how to set up this automated script in OBS, as well as giving you a few little tips along the way. Let's go. Okay, so these are the steps that we're going to follow. Big note, this only works with the official OBS, not Streamlabs OBS. So if you're running Streamlabs OBS, I'm very sorry. It'll only work with the official OBS. Okay, so step one is to download the file, open your browser, and we're going to Google OBS screen recognition. Enter. We need the Isaac Jordan OBS screen recognition. Press on that. Over to the code, download the zip. Once it's downloaded, open it up, extract all to where you want it to go. Extract. Okay, so once it's extracted, we can double click it and see all the files that we need in here. There's that README there, which is just this one over here. Okay, so we're going to close that. We're going to move on to step 2, which is install Python 3.9. Once again, web browser, and we're just going to type in Python 3.9. Downloads to make sure you get the most recent download, and we're just downloading Python 3.9.1. So once that downloads, launch it. Big thing we need to do here before we install now is we need to tick this add Python 3.9 to path. So once we tick that, then we can install now. Okay, so once Python's done its thing, we can close that down. Okay, so step 3, we don't need step 3 because we're running Windows systems. Step 4, open up your terminal, which is the Windows key plus R at the same time. So Windows key R brings that up, press enter. Okay, step 5, navigate to where you extract this repository. Back to our extracted folder. Little trick, right click the README, properties, highlight this, Control C on your keyboard, back up here to our CMD, CD on the keyboard, space, Control V, should look like that. We press enter. Okay, so step 6 is to install the dependencies. We copy all that there, Control C again on your keyboard, put it there, Control V, enter. It installs all the dependencies we're going to need. Then we can close that down. Step 7 is we need to install the OBS plugin. So once again, there's a quick link for us. Control C on the keyboard, open up our browser, paste that in, search for it. This is the one we want, OBS WebSocket. Go to the download, go down until we find the Windows installer. Wait for it to download and then run it. Once it's finished its thing, close that page down and then we can restart OBS. So now on to step 9, we need to configure our settings. Back down to our extracted folder from earlier and back onto our settings.json file. Double click that. Okay, so the basic rundown is monitor capture is the monitor number that you play Hell Let Loose on. Your screen format is either 1440p or 1080p. Okay, so default scene name. That's aimed at OBS. And that means that this is our default scene that when you're streaming in OBS that everyone will be seeing. That's the scene that you will be on. Now, our target scene name is scene 2, which is basically that first scene duplicated with another image that overlays on top of the map. And this is the example. So our normal scene and then our script scene with the map. So that's automatically done by the script. So on that scene 2, the only difference I've got between my normal gaming scene and my second scene is I've got a cover map image. So that's just a matter of going add and then an image, select your image, position it to cover your map, and you're away. Okay, so number of features to detect, I'll leave that at 600. Number of good matches required, I just change that to 20. And then we go file, save. We can close that down. Leave this one open, which is our extracted folder. Now, step 10, we can run the script. Okay, so we need to open our command terminal app, which is once again brings up that. We go OK. Once again, our little trick of CD plus our properties, Control C, Control V, enter, and close, minimize that. Now we need to highlight that, Control C. So this is what we're going to do every time we start Hell Let Loose. We're going to put CD, our little copy paste trick, and then at the end of it, Control V with the Python recognition script, enter. Now it's running that script, and every time inside Hell Let Loose we get killed, it'll do that for us automatically. Okay, so now if we want to play Hell Let Loose with our map overlay script while we're streaming, just a matter of launching OBS first, then on your keyboard, Windows key plus R to bring up the run, leave it as CMD, OK, go down to where we extracted our file earlier, right click on any of the files, properties, highlight the location, on your keyboard, Control C, up here to our prompt, CD stands for change directory, space, on our keyboard, Control V, and then enter. Okay, close that, open our README, and then from step 7, we just need from the Python to the HLL, which stands for Hell Let Loose. On our keyboard again, Control C to copy it, back up here, Control V, and then enter. So now that's running our script inside Hell Let Loose, and every time we either open our map or die, that second scene, which in my case is scene 2, will automatically display that second image, which will cover the map. I hope that helped you set up your OBS screen recognition script to cover your map while you're streaming Hell Let Loose. If you've got any questions or issues, by all means contact me in Discord. My Discord link is below, and don't forget I stream over on Twitch at twitch.tv/hotkeys.